Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tennessee Titans. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the carry, this is Pierce. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Mariota nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vic Beasley making it look easy, cruising in for the sack. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. They control the clock, they control the ball.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. From 10 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Brandon, what we just saw there were two guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going. Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly. And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Play action now. Mariota going long here for Wallace. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January. And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl. There he goes right side, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now Mariota. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder? Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run. This is Pierce. And he's got Rome. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Grady Jarrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They go play action. Mariota. Now he's forced out left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Tack McKinley make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if he's going to reshape what they...
And he's going to go down again. Deion Jones. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hodges. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. It's out, it's loose, and that might be Titan football. It is. A bad 3rd down mistake there.
Points were already on the board in their mind, and that's the worst part about it, right? Because it's just like in golf. Never count it in the cup until it rolls in there. Otherwise, you can really get messed up with your scores. In this case, you know they thought, hey, at least
the Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. 79 yards. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, That's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First down, and it's Pollard again. And he'll get 3 down of the 34-yard line.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but how about them just taking it big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the play. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Watch this play.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mariota. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Check 3.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Marcus Mariota with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Elliott on for the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Well, good luck there as a ball carrier. You get handed that football, look up, oh, there's a big D tackle ready to swallow you whole for a loss.
And you kind of count on your guys to give you at least a little bit of time.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 2nd down and 4, Mariota. And his throw is incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Mariota. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. He'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
54. Mike 54. Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
They're going to look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Let's get this.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Final play of the half here, Mariota. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. Make that now 2 runs in a row that have netted them great results.
And it doesn't matter what kind of blocking scheme they're using, gap scheme, power scheme, zone running. They are finding people in those gaps and moving them and creating nice space for their runners.
He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from 24 yards out as they have taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Rolling to his right. And this one's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
To throw again on 2nd down, Mariota. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And to give this time to the tailback. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
A 56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all State wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll keep it on the ground. McCarthy. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He finds his target, Fuller. He's at the 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Titans. Will Fuller, 85 yards, as his guys have now moved out in front. The 21st pick back in the 2016 draft, Will Fuller, and we know that he can take the top off of a defense.
He certainly can, and the way that he does it is just straight, pure speed. And I saw it with one of the better defensive coordinators in the league, and I said, how do you defend that? And he said, at times, you absolutely don't. If the quarterback gets time and he heaves it downfield, Will Fuller's going to outrun any coverage you put out there.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. He'll pitch it. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
He needed a yard, that's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running right, Jones. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there in defense. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tony Pollard, his 6th touchdown of the season as they have taken the lead. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the 1st. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
I got you. I got you.
1st down, Mariota. It's caught by Davis. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice time.
This is caught inside the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Will Fuller, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as his guys have now moved out in front. Elliott good with a PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. On 2nd down now, it's Jones. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw here. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Titans' 18-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back, and they did a great job in the first half.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Kevin Byard, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms, and
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vic Beasley able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Tack McKinley in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 48-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Harold Landry in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
And twice in a row, the quarterback goes down. This offense needs 2 scores, not giving up 2 sacks.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Let's get off the field.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one.
It's a turnover on downs.
Set. 950, 950. Here we go.
They'll run on first down. It's McCarthy, and he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
Check 3. 1.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's McCarthy. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Off the play fake, Mariota on the move to his left. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hodges. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll drop the throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Amani Hooker, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Tennessee, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Mike 590. Mike 5-4. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Move the team. Check.
They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. We wanted excitement. How's that for excitement on the very first play?
Yeah, they had it in their head. They were going to test the secondary right off the bat, but they were up to the challenge, and he had a convoy in front of him. I thought he was going to bring it back all the way. Instead, they'll settle, and that's really a wrong word, isn't it? They'll settle for really good field position.
Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
Here we go.
Throwing, Vic. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. He can run for it, and he will. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's fourth down. Well, if this defense can hold him to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. This started with first and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Not the way they wanted to begin things. You had the interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points.
And remember our conversation with him prior to the ball game? He said they had something special designed for the first play. It didn't hit. Let's see if he can rebound from it and not let it get him down.
There's Wilson to throw. Flush to his right. Got a man. It's Randy Moss complete. And it's a fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. Vic goes play action. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Vick readies to throw. And that will be incomplete as well.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They go play action with Wilson. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. A Redskin 1st down. The pickup 15 yards.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. From midfield now, here's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10. Their own 15-yard line.
Alert. 52.
Back to the air. Wilson after the pick 6. Buying time to his left. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Eluding the pressure right. It's Hill, complete. Room to run past midfield. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. They go play action now. Wilson escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete here. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Ryan Shazier.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So here's Vick following the interception, letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw again. Vick. Screenplay. Johnson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Well, that second down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. Here's Michael Vick. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now Vick on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. On first down, Dickerson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson being chased out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's the Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor doing what he does best. To throw is Wilson. To throw on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Wilson in the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off Byron Jones. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And this is caught by Chris Johnson. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Third and long for Vick. And complete to Zach Ertz. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Here we go with Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 22 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Flushed out right. Now he's going to go up top. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. 3 down. Zebra.
Throwing again here. Wilson. Flush to his right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Randy Moss in the final. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Now, meanwhile, the throw by Vic incomplete. It was knocked away.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
He may try and run for this. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. Here's Ray Guy now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Lawrence Taylor, his second sack of the night. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. On the run, he'll let this. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the Hall of Famer, Night Train Lane. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know.
And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. On 1st and 10, here's Vic. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. He'll hit Jackson complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Wilson now off the bootleg. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
First down, Vic. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Steps away to his left. It's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Terrell Owens there to make the grab. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
In a very familiar sight.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Team 18. 52 the mic. So we got man.
Rodgers now on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
A gain of 6 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. Flushed out right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Give the sack to Lawrence Taylor. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Looking to throw on second down. Vick. That's caught by Jackson. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Yeah, he's got it, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Rodgers going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And that takes us from second to third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Now it's Rodgers, flush to his right. And now another one thrown incomplete. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play, because if they get the stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them, because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step, because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10, as they've got things rolling on this drive. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Let's go one more. Switch. Take off.
Vic goes play action. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And down to the 36-yard line here. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
From the shotgun, it's Vic. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 32 on the play. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now, as they've got it 1st and 10.
Get 300. Get 300. Right now. You got 58. Get up.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Now he's forced out right, and that'll be incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that, but if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Right. Shoot. Watch, 50. Hey, you block over here. Hey, turn it up. Run. I got him. On me.
Rodgers now to throw again. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Well, can he put it aside? Let's find out. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 43-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Vick. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Randy Moss, 43 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
No, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Rodgers now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
Hey, team 6.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
6-man. Check her.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Rodgers to throw. Got a man, it's Randy Moss. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Look, we came into this one focused on Randy Moss, and now he has our full attention with his first grab of the game.
Well, he's one of only 2 players to go a whole season averaging over 100 yards receiving and average a touchdown per game as well. That's a pretty impressive stat.
It really is, especially when you consider that every defense he faced was prepared for him and was kicking coverages in his direction. Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen. Now Vic stripped. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On is the Hall of Famer Ray Guy to punt this away on 4th down. Let's take it inside his own 40. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Completes it to Hardman. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. There'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Vic to throw it, escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
On second down, it's Johnson. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. On play action, Vic. And he connects with Ertz. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. The first down carry here for Johnson. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Just like that.
On 2nd and 9, Vick dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Now Vick on 4th down. It's caught by Jackson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
You can't block me.
They'll throw again. Here's Vick. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Terrell Owens, the intended receiver. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And it's 3rd down. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He gets this one to Johnson.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Come on, let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Rodgers. Going to throw again. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Open man has got one. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Right left. Hey, where are you going?
Rodgers now on 1st down. And that's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Buying time to his left. This will be caught by Randy Moss. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Holt. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd. After that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
Now this throw caught left side. A nice pickup of 17 yards. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. Dickerson. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Flush to his right. And it's caught. Touchdown. Randy Moss there to make the grab. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, able to avoid him. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Nick Bosa able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Here's Michael Vick. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Chris Johnson, the running back. And it's 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Vick. Now he's going to go deep down. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Johnson, the intended target.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown! Mecole Hardman, 49 yards. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Forced out to his left. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on second down. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 4 yards the pickup, first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now, meanwhile, the throw by Vick incomplete. It was knocked away. A.J. Bouye, the fine cornerback, there to make the play defensively. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Vick readies to throw, escaping the pressure right. And he's got a man. It's T.O. A gain of 22.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurate when he throws a nice pass for a first down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Throwing, Vick sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let it fly. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Snatched by the safety, Ed Reed. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. On first down, Dickerson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Mean Joe Green gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Ready. 33. Check flag 33. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from AT&T Stadium.